Hi everyone, Ann Bernard here, aka the Confidence Builder and Little Man, coming at you with a nice little heart to heart based on the comment that was placed yesterday in one of my videos, as well as the comment that I posted this morning on Facebook, and then all the feedback from that. I thought it really makes sense to go ahead and have a little heart to heart and also discuss why I introduced myself as a confidence builder and what that means and how that came about. So before the right way to kick off a heart to heart is to really reach out and let my family, my friends, you, my fans, know that I love you and I'm incredibly grateful for your support and encouragement. It's just been amazing, the outpour of support that I've been getting, and it has warmed my heart, and it is part of why I'm smiling so much, and I am just so, feeling so blessed and so happy. And what I also love and am grateful for is that these videos, my transformation, stepping on stage, and what I'm doing is giving me the opportunity to inspire and to motivate other people. So those who have emailed me, Facebook me, and left me messages and told me that I've motivated you and I have inspired you, you just don't know how much that means to me, because that's what my life is all about. I mean, it's what I want to do. I want to be that inspiration and that motivation, and I want people to know that whatever they wish to do or aim to accomplish, that they can do it. So that kind of leads me to what being the confidence builder is all about. Now, being a confidence builder is something I was anointed to do when I was 8 years old. And when I was 8 years old, I had the realization, through what people would think was a dramatic event, but I had the realization that you can be trapped by your fears or you can be freed by facing them. And at 8, I faced the fear and I was freed from it. And from that day on, my motivation, this is at 8, became to face my fears. So if I was afraid of something, that was my reason for doing it. So that's pretty much how I've led my life. I have led my life through constantly and always facing my fears. Now, by no stretch of the imagination has my life been easy. It has been filled with an immense amount and a great deal of adversity, of challenges, obstacles, disappointments, and failures. And it all happened for a reason. And it really happened to... Oh, man, looks funny. Can you move over? Go over there. Move over there. And it all happened to make me who I am today. And a lot of it maybe wasn't, necessary had I been not as stubborn as I am, but I am very stubborn. So I was beat to the ground multiple times. I've been sent to hell, and, I've made my way back. And through that process, I have, without a doubt, found God. At some point in life, I thought, I was the only person that I could count on and I could rely on. And that mindset, was embedded. And things, my life just happened to really, again, to break me down and to make me realize things. And it shattered, when you go through great change, and your beliefs have to be shattered. Sometimes, it takes very drastic events for that to happen. And that's really, how my life has been. And it got to a point where it was so hard and life had beat me so much that I said, I cannot do this alone. I am not strong enough. And that is when I accepted Jesus, as my Lord and Savior. And I said, I am turning my life over to you, and you are my strength. And I will, this is not about my will. This is about your will, and I will do whatever it takes, to follow, your will for my life. And everything changed. All the pain and the darkness, the anger, the frustrations, just everything. It took time, but it all went away. So every morning I start my day meditating and praying. I go to bed praying and reading the Bible. Because God is my strength. He is my source, or my strength, my peace, my happiness, my joy. It's all about His glory, His righteousness, and His grace. And in that process, just 2 weeks ago, although I always been calling myself the confidence builder, God made me realize that my calling was to help Him as the confidence builder. Because people are called to do amazing things in life, and they decide that they can't, or they're not good enough, they're not worthy enough, whatever it might be, and they stop themselves from opening the doors of the amazing life that God has planned for them, because they don't believe in themselves. It's very hard to believe in God and have true faith in God, and to really have the hope that you need to have to carry you through the tough times if you don't believe in yourself. So everything that has happened to me, you can't even begin really to imagine the adversity of what I've been through. But all of it has been to make me the person that I am today, to take God into my life and to lead my life according to the Word of God. Which is why there's absolutely nothing anyone can say that is going to bother me. If somebody wants to be negative, I am going to smile. I am going to wish you luck, and I'm really not gonna care. Little man, because over the years, right? So besides where I'm at with my relationship and my walk with God, over the years, through developing my self-awareness, because one thing about being very self-confident is you have very high self-awareness, I developed these filters. And I'm sharing this. One of the big reasons why I'm sharing this is because I know a lot of competitors, particularly women competitors, face a lot of negativity and a lot of adversity in following, this path of becoming competitors and wanting to turn pro. And on that note, let me just say this. When you have a dream and you're following a calling in your life, it doesn't mean that it's going to be, wonderful at first, or or until it's over. So my entrepreneurial journey took me over. I was happy, and it was a passion, and I knew it was something that I wanted to do. But it brought me pain, and it brought me sorrow, and it brought me those failures, and just so much. But it helped me build so much more character. It broke me down. I stopped being so stubborn. I reached out to people, or I learned to ask for help. I had to be that passionate about being an entrepreneur and starting my own business in order to push myself beyond anything that I had ever pushed myself before, in order to see all my shortcomings in my character, to then change my character, and then in changing my character, opening up, new relationships with God, with my family, and with friends on an entirely new level. So it was very painful, but it led to such beautiful things. Now, pursuing this, becoming a woman's physique and bodybuilder, I'm finding this path and this road much, much easier. I mean, it's challenging, and I have to be disciplined, and I have to be consistent, and so on and so forth. But it's turning out to be just so much easier, right? Both were callings, both were things I was supposed to do. But one was to break me down. One is now to build me up and to help build other people up, and has led me to that next phase in being able to obey God and the calling on my life. So if you're passionate about doing this, but you're finding yourself surrounded by negative people and negative things, it is to open up your eyes to how you're leading your life and the people that are in your life. So although yesterday somebody made a comment on my video that perhaps, that they felt I didn't have enough mass to be in women's physique. If you go to that video and I unspammed it, I replied to it, and we have gone into, we've gone back and forth in the conversation. The person was not being a naysayer, was not being mean. There's only so much you can express in so many characters in a comment video to somebody that you don't know. So that's why I unspammed it, to open up that dialogue and that conversation. Somebody else, about a month and a half ago, that I knew more and who knew me more, also made the comment that I didn't have the physique to do that. And it hurt, but it was their perspective. And I've been following women's physique since since it was born. And I run the women's physique group on Facebook, so I know what the judges are going after. I know what the criteria are. I mean, I educate myself and I stay on top of what's happening in order to be well versed, in order to be prepared. So when people make comments about anything about me, I have these filters that I've, like I was saying, through self-awareness over the years that I've built. So information that people give me are sort of put on pause, right? They're not allowed into my heart. They're not allowed into my spirit and in my head until they've been filtered, until I know how I feel about them and I explore the emotions that they make me feel. And I won't even feel the emotions until I allow myself to. So I am not affected by what people have to say. And quite frankly, that's whether it's good or negative, because you don't want everybody telling you that you've got a great physique for this, you're going to turn pro, and it goes to your head, and you have to put, you have to maintain and keep everything in perspective. And that is really what having great self-awareness is about. But if you're going through some hard time and you're seeing just how much this means to you and how passionate you're about the sport, but you're finding a lot of challenges, don't be afraid to reach out. This is why I do these videos. I'm very accessible. AnnBernard.biz.com is my website, and at AnnBernard.biz is my email. Let me help you. Let me help build your confidence. And if it's some other area in your life and you have been called by God to do, to go forth and do something, but you're not, because you're afraid of failure, because you're afraid you think that you can't, that you don't have the right tools. I won't get into all that fact that God provides you with everything that you need to accomplish what you want to accomplish, but He does. So anyways, I kind of wanted to make this video, and so for those of you who don't know me, you do get to know me a little bit more, and just know that I'm here to help, and I do want to inspire, I do want to motivate people and keep people going. So anyways, Friday night prejudging, woo! I'll make another video. This stuff about competing that I want to do. So tomorrow I'll make another video. Until then, you all be blessed and you have a fabulous day. And thank you for watching. I know this was a long video.